let's shoot my teammate here.
Well, we have Strong Murica Steel versus Strong Stalinium. True Stalinium. Literally, this name of the ship has Stalin in it.
All right.
Well, as you would expect, we're going for a split. Actually, we're sending triple Worcester, Gearing and Montana to A, Worcester, Hindenburg, and Montana to C. Nobody messing with the B cap just yet. Not really surprising, Mayor.
PSV, it's an interesting setup. They've got Stalingrad, Minotaur heading towards C, backed up by Yamato, of course.
Yes.
And then they've got Stalingrad, Wong Spammer, and the Worcester backed up by the other Yamato heading towards A cap.
So I think what we're seeing here, what they've done is they've taken basically what amounts to dedicated AA cruisers. They know the Stalingrad DFAA is long duration.
Yep.
And so what they're doing is they're pairing that with someone whose AA has a little more punch.
Yep.
To make sure that they're able to hold off those AP bombers.
Yep.
Now, if you're Warlord, you have to be just looking at this and kind of getting a little bit of a grin, a little bit of drool coming out of your mouth at the thought of those AP bombers doing just real work this game against those Stalingrads.
Correct. Assuming he can get them in, and we've seen him do that already.
He has managed to do it at least once. We saw that back in Game 1 on North, so we'll just have to see if he's able to do it again.
Interesting noting, over 120,000 hit point advantage on PSV side because of the lack of destroyers.
That is huge. It makes me think back of Game 3 of the last finals when ZR took they took all the different Moskvas, I think it was Moskvas and everything, and just shoved them all down the eastern side of Sleeping Giant and just dared OPG to do something about it.
And they almost lost doing it.
Well, they did lose the game.
Did they?
They almost won doing it.
Okay.
They did lose
because they had the Kurfürst.
Correct.
They had the Kurfürst.
OPG rallied. OPG got pushed all the way down to the corner. They rallied and came back, but ZR started that game with just a massive health advantage, and we're seeing that here again.
And I know, chat. Come on, guys. What about this game? So.
Well, what
are you seeing?
We're just talking about the similarities of what can happen when you start a game at that kind of health disadvantage.
And you can see already the spotting game going back and forth, and I'll tell you what, playing carrier competitively, it is so taxing. You're constantly looking at your planes and zooming in and zooming out and moving them from here, moving them there. It's one of the most difficult jobs to play in competitive.
Now, one thing that's worthy of note here, and I didn't even pick up on it, just didn't register till this moment, PSV has played double destroyer comps the last 2 games.
Yep.
Again, it worked in one and not in the other.
Yep.
Now they just said to hell with it.
Yep.
So I won't say they're gonna struggle to contest caps, but it would not shock me to find them down early on points and then wait for that mid to late game opportunity to drive those Stalingrads in and get some late game kills try to make up the gap.
This is interesting. Yeah, PSV is now pushing their Minotaur into C cap. I think it's been spotted at this point.
It has been spotted. It'd be hard to root him out of there if he wants to stay.
And of course, Warlord probably starts the drooling action now. We see that Minotaur. I want to drop it.
Yep. The AP bomb's pulling back. I think he realizes he needs a little something else in there to go with it.
William the Dank just got spotted. Means he probably shot. Quickly at the Minotaur. Here it comes. Ooh.
He did bag a reset there.
And about 10k points.
Yep.
10k hit points.
Okay. Well, B-Ball's Worcester's hugging this island on the bottom end of the C cap. We have dueling Worcester's staring contest here at A.
Yep.
Long Spammer's Worcester's going to get into the cap just in time to prevent B-Ball from bagging the cap early. But the difference is Wong Spammer doesn't have quite as good a cover. They're going to force him up just a smidge. They do have shots on him.
Torpedo bombers on Wong Spammer as well. Just missing his rear.
He misses the stern, but Jones has got shots on him from smoke laid by Potato up there in front of Wong Spammer.
Yep, and it's just outside of radar range. But we were talking about practicing, all this kind of stuff.
Jones, yep. If Jones is out of radar range, well, that means they lose spotting on him. Oh, no, they've got spotting now. Oh, you know what that is? That's Greg's radar now bagging him from inside the A cap.
Right. Right, as that's the radar going up from Wong Spammer now, detecting Greg, but clearly not detecting what's in that smoke.
They can detect him, but they can't do anything about it. Wong Spammer has no way to hit him as more shells falling in. Where are those even coming from?
That's from William the Dank.
Goodness gracious.
Almost 30 kilometers away.
30 kilometers away. How does he...
He's got a scout plane up.
Must have range mod?
Probably.
Maybe? Goodness gracious. Wong Spammer's still detected. They've secured from firing on him, though. They've pulled Jones out of the smoke now. He's rotating south. He's spotted. Shells coming in. lot of action today. Of course, PSV ticking up points at C. They're the only ones gathering points right now with 5 minutes gone.
Yep. Long Spammer is just paying the price heavily for that positioning.
He is. He took well over 30,000 damage for his trouble.
Yep. Now Drixus is coming in now.
They are pushing. Now Greg's vacating the cap. They're pushing him out with these 2 Stalingrads.
Yep. Look at that hit.
Oh, look at that. It's right through the stern. Stalingrad doing about 10k there.
Jones is on the retreat now as well. That's going to free up A cap.
Long Spammer will definitely bag A cap. There's nothing there, nothing left that 07 can do to contest it. Now, kudos to them for realizing Greg's position was literally just untenable. Sparrow took a big hit there from somebody.
Torpedo.
Ah, he took a torpedo.
Right in the midsection.
Oh, I see it there. Yep, gearing torps.
Yep. But look at him getting spammed now by 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 ships.
Now that they know his DCP is down, they're going to spam the crap out of him. Now, you know, Zap, we talked about 07 maybe going up early on caps, but the exact opposite has happened.
Yes.
PSV has bagged 2 caps early. They're the only ones ticking up points.
But it's not for lack of trying. 07 definitely gave it a shot at A, and you saw they were positioning ships at C as well.
They were indeed. Now, Potato 69's gearing MF Jones Wooster continuing to tag team each other way down here on the 10th of H1.
Yep.
They've lost spotting on the Stalingrad, on Sparrow's Stalingrad. Oh, they have it back now. Planes must be getting close.
Worth noting that only 50,000 hit points between the 2 teams now at this point.
Yeah, but it started out way bigger than that, well over 100.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
They've already narrowed that gap.
07 is trading better for the moment. I'm wondering when they're going to realize they should probably try to take one of these boosters and sneak it up to B. But then again, we don't know where the Yami and the Stalingrad were that were between B and C. We don't have eyes on them right now. Yamato's now spotted. That's War Eagle. We didn't talk about that, but both PSV battleships changed to Yamato after driving Montanas up until this point.
Oh, good point, yep. But interestingly enough, it's like that whole push at A just stopped, and I don't know, they had the momentum.
Well, but I guess now that they have the cap, what's the point? Like, why sacrifice more HP for no board position?
But they're sacrificing HP right now as we speak. Serious Business is down to half. Long Spammer's getting hit again.
We have no eyes on Wong at the moment. They are continuing to do plink damage at Sirius. I mean, he's on fire, but...
Oh, Wong is being shot at from long range just over the island.
Shot at, but they can't see him. They're guessing.
Yep, but they proc to fire.
Okay, well, fair enough. But I mean, the Wooster going for B is now spotted. That's Invader Zim. Lots of pain coming his way here.
Yep.
Stalingrad shells miss.
Oh!
Yamato shells don't miss.
No, they don't.
Zim gets hammered for 30,000 there, trying to get into B. He absolutely has to turn away. I'm sure that more Yamato shells coming in from the other side of the map. Those overshoot. That play does not materialize.
Almost like they heard you.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's almost like Zim is probably cursing you right now for even like.
Yep. Chad is making it sound like Warlord has crashed. We'll have to see if he can get back into the game, assuming that's what happened.
Oh wow, that's huge.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Now, guys, so you know the rules. The way it works is after 2 minutes, the game plays out no matter what.
Yep, that's exactly correct. They get brief eyes on Zim. More shells coming in. They all fall short. PSV up nearly 300 points here as we approach the halfway mark of the match. This game's been all PSV so far. They own 2 caps. They still have a health advantage, despite the amount of health they've given up.
Yep, but that gap is continuing to narrow. It's down to
only 30K now or so, yeah. But I mean, if you're 07, you've got to do something. Now they've managed to push most of these PSV ships back off of the A cap. B-Ball and Potato are back up on the G line. They're in G1 and G2.
Mm-hmm.
About to be spotted by fighters.
They are now.
Yep.
That's a bad spot for Greg to be in.
Potato drops the smoke. We know the Stalingrad... Well, I'm not sure if the Stalingrads are in radar range. I don't think they are. They aren't at the moment. There are a lot... Yami shells coming in. He takes a decent hit, but nothing fatal. They managed to work B-Ball back in close, but not onto the cap. PSV just has gone for just very, very bold tactic here. They've just shoved ships into every cap and dared 07 to do something about it, realizing that the heavy Wooster composition of 07 kind of hinges on them getting early cap control and then using the Woosters to keep you out. PSV has just decided to go for, let's get into the caps quickly and then dare them to use the Woosters to push us out. That's not really what they're good at.
Yep, Greg taking a decent chunk now. He's down to 20,000.
Greg takes some decent hits, falling out of the smoke. Gearing torps, one rack of gearing torps on each of the Stalingrads here.
Looks like Drixus will dodge that no problem.
PSV on a 400-point lead as we cross the halfway mark of the match. It's been all them, literally pole to pole here on Islands of Ice.
I'll tell you what, man. This is King of the Sea.
Absolutely. I think that they've finally just found a team comp that works for them against this Wooster spam. Now, I mean, there's a lot of HE pain falling on Sparrowed right now, but here we are, 10 minutes gone, and they still haven't managed to... 07 still hasn't managed to bag a kill. In fact, Zim is low enough, he may be the first to die.
Jones just took a big chunk as well as, yep, shots coming in on Zim now.
Oh!
Done! War Eagle says goodbye.
War Eagle says goodbye, sir. First kill of the game goes to PSV here. They're up over nearly 600 points here. Only 2.5 minutes on the timer if nothing changes, unless 07 can bag a kill. But 07 is pushed way down on the H-line. They're not even in a position to contest a cap. I think PSV has I think this is going to work for them, Zaf. If I'm 07, I'm just not sure how to contest this mess.
This is 2 minutes remaining. I mean, I don't see a path to victory at this point. They have to push a Stalingrad on either side of the map.
Yeah.
Or, I see there's a Montana last spot at H-line mid.
Yep.
I mean, that's dank. What's he going to do? He's just going to charge into B and say...
Drive into the B cap and hope? I mean...
And Double's going that way, too.
Yeah. I mean, they've got less than 2 minutes to pull this off. They need to bag a kill. Do they have... we can still see Sparrow, but I don't think anybody has range on him. He's down under 12K. Even Doubles Montana is firing HE at Sparrow right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you do, right?
Well,
against...
They've got no eyes on him. I think they're going to try and push through an AP bomber strike on Drix's Stalingrad on the one line.
Sparrow is on fire. He's at 8K healing, but on fire.
This could be the entire game hinging on what happens with these AP bombers and whether or not they can get Sparrowed right now. Here comes some fighters. Dory trying to bring in fighters. I think he might get off one strafe. I can't tell. The AP bomber's coming in now.
Yep.
It's going to be too late.
Yep. You got there in time.
Got there in time.
Great work by Dory.
Very, very strong work by Dory. Less than 60 seconds now. Ooh, Jack Sparrow under 2K. Is he on fire? Not at the moment.
Fire's out.
Fire's out, but only 2,300 HP. But if they bag that kill, all they do is they extend the game.
Yep, and here it comes. I don't
They're
think
going to get him,
survive.
I think they're going to get him. There will they go. That resets the timer back to 80 seconds. 07 just trying to stay in this game somehow. Find a way to make this work. Find a way to combat this wall of Stalingrads that PSV has thrown at them.
Furious clicking going on now on the PSV side. They know they can't allow ship after ship after ship to die.
Well, they can't. Potato is about to step back onto A. That's going to slow the points gain down a little bit. Yes. That extends the timer now to 120 seconds for 07 to continue to try and do something.
Here come the torpedo bombers now on Drix's as Potato's torpedoes are now spotted by Drix. I don't think they're going to hit, though. Nope. But that's going to force him to stop reversing. You just barely missed those torps.
Yep, well, the HE spam continuing to fall on Drix here on the one line as he reverses up the map edge. Or is he's almost stationary. He's basically stationary at this point.
He was forced to stop reversing because of those torpedoes.
I think they're going to get him, Zav. There's just so much fire pouring in on him. I think they're going to get him.
With the fact that there's a ship on A and now B is being capped, yes, they're going to get him before time runs out. And this is what I was talking about. Ship after ship dying.
There we go.
PSV can't allow another ship to die in this.
07 now up a ship. Oh, but they trade over here.
Yep, McNutty goes
down. Still only 1 minute and 30 on the timer. And yeah, 07 not ticking up. They do finally bag B, their first cap of the game here with 5.5 minutes left to play.
Yep, and look, there's Dank and Pony Magistrate saying, all right, well, we got B. Come at us now.
Well, yep, Dank's got B. Pony's right behind him. Pony's sailing for C. I'm wondering why. They're furiously clicking on the top end of A. I think.
Oh, Pony just took a
big hit.
Another big hit coming in.
Nope. Those shells don't land. But they know he's there. Serious business trying to get shells across the map onto him. Still only 60 seconds separate PSV from a victory here in Game 4.
War Eagle's going to have another shot right now coming on Pony Magistrate. Can he dodge?
The only play Pony has is to get up into War Eagle's face and torpedo him. He takes a little bit of damage, is not enough.
Darth Crater also pulling up now, trying to dissuade him from making that torpedo rush.
Oh, here comes the torpedo drop itself from the carrier. Dory bringing torpedo bombers in.
Yeah, but he's forced to go the long way around because of the positioning.
If he dies, this is the game. There's only 30 seconds on the timer. If Pony dies, that will end the game. I think that's going to be it, Zap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. He lives, but nope. War Eagle bags him through the bow as PSV survives and forces Game 5.
We have a Game 5!
Game 5! Excellent.
Whew. That was a battle.
That game was PSV almost pole to pole. You saw 07 just trying to put something together at the end, but it just felt like it took them too long to wear those Stalingrads down to where they could do something with them.
Right. It only took 4 completely balanced ships to make it happen.
That's right. Balancegrad appears and makes its presence known here on the NA bracket. That's for sure. That's easily the most Stalingrads I've seen in a game in the entire tournament.
Yes. Yes. And we saw them executed beautifully. We had Stalingrads on both flanks, pushing down together with Yamatos. These are ships that you can't simply push. You know,
not with a Wooster.
No,
not with a Wooster.
No, not with a Wooster.
So now the question becomes: now the chess game goes back to port.